Little more update pertaining this particular subject matter of the e-haul driver who was killed, strangled while driving by a bunch of very lazy people. This lady being the lady that was holding the guy down and holding his legs and just snatched the phone out of his hand while he was grasping for air, trying to grasp for air, as he was slowly fading away. This gentleman must have been in the back seat. Earlier on, I had not seen that there was actually 3 people. There was actually 3. And you will note that by the time when the fight is very hot, there's a moment where the guy tries to open the door. And so what's not clear in the video is that he's actually already tied by a belt. He's already tied by a belt around his neck. So that's why he got up on the chair to try and kind of get free off of that. Maybe a pull of the chair back would have done that, but hindsight does not help at all, you know. When your life flashes before your eyes, there's no telling how your responses may be, no matter how much preparation. It's a life and death issue. It's just right there, you know. So he got up on the chair to try and give himself advantage, because he thought fighting them, because he was trying to punch back and maybe felt it was not effective. And so he got up on the chair. When he got up on the chair to try and think, the other guy must have been really holding tight that belt. People are heartless. So this gentleman has now been arrested in a connection to that. So y'all sat down, the 3 of you, and thought whatever it takes. And you see, that's the state of mind of a criminal. Whatever it takes when you get there. You know, which is why I don't understand why the law is so harsh on self-defense. Because if I'm dealing with a person who's told themselves when they come to me, whatever it takes, like these people here, I need the best chance ever. You see how the laws of self-defense are just like ridiculous. Like America is the best example of it, you know. America as a whole, different states have different rules for self-defense. Do we not understand the kind of individuals we are dealing with? We're dealing with people who have told themselves that at any cost, they're going to do it at any cost. Much like what we saw with these people. Much like we saw with these people. Now, in times like this, what tends to happen is that, so this gentleman was recently just arrested in connection to that. So he must have been one of the 2 gentlemen who was at the back. The lady was in the front. She's the one who snatched the phone as the young man is trying to grasp his breath there. There's something that you might not see clear in the video. As the fight happens, actually the video starts right in the middle of the fight. We don't see the moment when the belt, the seat belt was tied around his neck. And so, by the time the fight, you see the video, the fight has been going, and he's almost won over the gun. But you know, a gun, you don't get a good grip on it. It's very easy because it's metal. You can easily lose that back or something like that. And so, he's fighting 3 battles. You know, I think I did see someone saying, you know, he could have fought. No. That's 3 battles, man. It's 3 battles. He's fighting this idiotic woman here who's holding him down. She's not doing anything but holding him down from fighting. She keeps resisting him from fighting and trying to kind of like just... These people were brutal. And I hope the law gives them the book. Which is why, again, I state again, I don't understand why the law is so harsh on self-defense. If we are dealing with this, if we are dealing with this type of people, at that point, when I'm fighting for my life, at that point, I should have the right to just pull that thingy and then take them all out, all of them. At that moment, all of them, I should have the right to take all of them out. But if you were to do that, you'll spend the next 2 years going to jail and court and arguing why you had to defend your life. It's like, do we even care about the lives? But anyways, the justice system that is crafted by man has faults. It is that. We're just grateful right now that they've caught both these individuals. And with this video, you kind of see why mankind's deterioration literally starts at the beginning. When men ate from the tree, this is a Christian channel for those that don't know. When men ate from the tree, they decided what was going to be good and evil. So you see the tree of good and evil, that's what it was. It was for men to define that. God, in creation, you will see, he states nothing as bad. Right? He creates good. But he was clearly creating a separation between life and death. Right? And evil and good. But in the process of doing all of that, in the process of clearing life, you'll see him announce, this is good, this is good, this is good. He created an environment that was that good. So when man ate from that tree, definition, they wanted the right to be the ones that define what is good and what is evil. And immediately when we took that, the first thing that comes out of it, it's a murder. And it wasn't a murder out of theft or robbery. Nope. It is a murder out of submission. It's an issue of not wanting to have to work with others. Simple cut straight. Not wanting to work with others. That's what the whole crime in the garden was all about. After the garden is Cain and Abel. That's what it is. Because Cain works with the ground. He's a tiller of the ground. And then Abel works with animals. And with that, therefore, we can understand what was required for sin sacrifice. It's an animal. So he probably had to go to his brother every single time he had to do this. And it came to a point where it vexed him. And that's why it says, that's why the Bible warns him, should you continue to do so, sin creeps up on you at your door. Much like these two individuals. Sat there, observed life, kept aspiration. They kept aspiring for what life could give them. Kept aspiring, but doing nothing about it. Being bitter about people that are acquiring, growing in jealousy, growing in... You have to have that. That is what a criminal, in a sense, is. It's a person who's growing in jealousy. It's not growth in one area. It's growth in all aspects for you to be willing to be corrupt at that level. And so as a result, they allow themselves to be willing to do what they do. I hope the law gives them the book, like the whole of it. Smacks them straight into there for life in jail. Life. Never see the light of day. So, like I mentioned, that man was fighting 3 fights. He was fighting the gentleman who was trying to hit him on his face, which is why he starts punching. But then he tries to get out. It's not working because the other guy has tied him back with the belt. And so now he thinks, let me try and get back and just turn, maybe. And by the time he does that, consciousness, there's a certain window. If you lost breath, you would snap out of consciousness. He didn't die instantly. He lost consciousness, or he lost that strength, because you still see him kick a little. You're seeing life slip out of someone's life, someone's end. Why? Because someone decided they were going to take. If you're a criminal, if you're a person who's in this particular position where you've decided, I'm going to take from people, I'm going to steal, I'm going to do this, I want you to realize what you're saying. What you're saying is that you are owed. You are owed And as a result, we must all pay for it. We must work, you will take. You see, this is not how the world system is built. Not by God's hand. That's not how it's built. That's not how it's built. Either ways, one must work. Either ways. And you've chosen the route which puts others in danger. Like I stated, as God was creating, he kept saying it was good, it was good, it was good. So he created an environment for you. That leads towards your thinking. You have no excuse. You have absolutely no excuse. But you've just chosen to keep aspirations without doing anything. So as a result, it results to this. If the other gentleman is arrested, I will come back and I'll give you an update. That man was fighting 3 different fights. A ruthless woman that kept trying to keep him from fighting for his life. The other gentleman was tightening the belt on his neck. Whether it's this gentleman or it's the other one. I hope the law gives you the book. Seriki, I'm done.